First and foremost, I'd like to thank you all for taking time out of your schedules to view my presentation. This presentation is over the school climate survey for Sparkman High School, and this presentation is for my EFD 615 Leadership and Education course, Dr. Linda Allen, and it's for my Jacksonville State EDS program. All right, now, the research that was gathered, I used the Alabama School Climate Survey, the teacher version, and there were 15 participants for this survey. And for the purpose of it, it's going to show the strong instructional leadership at Sparkman High School, how a structured environment leads to student success, and how we can improve the home and school relationship. Now, the first thing we're going to take a look at is the gender. So the people who I surveyed, 46.7% were female, while 53.3% were male. Now the ethnicity, 73.3% of my surveyors were Caucasian, while 13.3% were biracial, and then 6.7% were either African American or Native American. Now, if you look at the highest education levels attained, I listed that by your ethnicity, or whether you were male or female. And if you just take a look at that, it'll show the different percentages based on that higher education. All right, looking further into the demographics, out of the total people that I surveyed, the average year served as a teacher was 14.8 years. And then as far as the home language, English was 100%. Now, I chose to highlight this, the survey response choices, because later on in the presentation, everything's going to be abbreviated. So each statement, you had to either choose strongly disagree, disagree, not sure, agree, or strongly agree. So the first thing I decided to highlight, I compiled this information based on the teacher achievement. So we'll just take a look at a couple of them. The first one that we're going to look at is the statement, I am currently pursuing in-service opportunities to improve myself as a teacher, and 73.3% either said agree or strongly agree. Now, one thing with this, what that shows is that teachers want to better themselves, and they want to try to help students in the best way possible. Now, also the last thing that we'll look at is there are sufficient opportunities to learn new instructional methods. Now with that, 86.6 said they either agree or strongly agree. Now I just want to bring the higher education levels back. So if you look here, teachers that received a master's, based on the people that I surveyed, over 60% of those teachers received a master's degree, and 40% received a bachelor's. That just shows the importance of education. Now the areas of improvement, one thing that I noticed is that for the first statement, I have met most of my students' parents or adult caretakers. Now 93% of these people said that they either disagreed or strongly disagreed. So I feel like we need to find a way to try to bridge that gap, as a whole. For career satisfaction, I think this is very important. The first statement, I look forward to coming to work most days. 93.3% said they either agree or strongly agree with that. And then also, this school is a safe place in which to work. And 80% said they either agree or strongly agree with that statement. So I feel like based on where you work, it plays a lot as far as the safety. Now, teacher and student involvement. So teachers at this school work to foster a supportive climate for students. 93.3% said they either agree or they strongly agree with that. And then we'll look at one more. Teachers at this school care whether or not the students are successful. And 99.9% said they either agree or strongly agree with that. So that just shows that us as teachers, we're actually pouring into our students. I feel like that's very important, especially at this high school, as being as large as it is. Now, student readiness. Students at this school are capable of achievement of standardized exams, and 93.3% felt like that was either they agree or they strongly agree with that. So again, that just goes back to us as teachers and how much we pour into our students. And then we're preparing students to become productive citizens, and 73.3% said they either agree or strongly agree with that statement. And then lastly, we'll look at this one as well. Most students in the school will live beyond the age of 25 years old, and 79.9% said they either agree or strongly agree. So that just kind of goes back to the ties with the community. You know, me being a product of Sparkman High School myself, you know, I can say that some of you all are actually teachers of mine. You poured into me, and that's why I'm the man I am today. I want to thank you for that. Now, if you have any comments, I'd appreciate you write those down, and that concludes my presentation. Thank you.